I want to show you this video. If you're a person who really believes in freedom, you're not one of these new Marxist woke lunatics, and you just believe that people have a right to free speech, to be able to donate to a cause that is important to them, and someone who just, I guess, plainly believes that governments and businesses should not be working together, especially when the business initiates their end of the attack on the people who want to express their freedoms, then you need to watch this video of a hearing in Canada that talks about what GoFundMe did to the people who donated to them to support the truckers that were out there protesting. This is shocking, and this is it's scary stuff when you have multi-million dollar corporations or potentially multi-billion dollar corporations working with governments to squash free speech, to the right to protest, and everything else that's been going on throughout the world right now. People fighting back against these mandates, these forced vaccinations, these mask mandates, all this stuff. Then if you believe in freedom, you need to watch this and, again, not support any more GoFundMe donations. Check this out.
The government of Canada reach out to you?
We were not specifically outreached by the government of Canada.
So the minister is stating here that this is an issue of the utmost seriousness.
So the original narrative was that politicians reached out to GoFundMe. GoFundMe reached out to politicians to squash free speech.
That he was seized by this issue, and yet the government of Canada never reached out to your organization.
Our interactions with the local law enforcement, local authorities, we did not receive outreach from the federal government.
And those local
Again, so that means they went out, they saw what was happening, they knew people were donating to this trucker protest, and what they do, they went out and called law enforcement to be able to squell the protests.
did they reach out to you, or did you proactively reach out to them?
We saw the statements on public media and social media from the local law enforcement and local authorities. And based on that, we began direct outreach to them to ensure that we were fully apprised of the facts and circumstances on the ground and the real-time information that was developing around the Freedom Convoy.
And there you have it. GoFundMe basically said they reached out to law enforcement to freeze donations that people believe was a donation for a peaceful protest. Mind you, GoFundMe actually backed all the riots, all the stuff that happened in 2020 with the BLM Antifa riots. They took the donations, and that was their right. They really shouldn't have been involved politically, but they did nothing. And when you have actual peaceful protests, nobody was injured, no damage to any property. What they do, they went out and they reached out to government and said, let's take the money away from these peaceful protesters. And mind you, they weren't even going to refund these people. They were going to take the money initially and donate it to something they saw as a cause, which was a left-leaning cause. Until the outrage was shown, people went and called GoFundMe and really went after them. There was going to be lawsuits and everything. Then they backed down and decided to refund everybody their money. But there you have it. GoFundMe is a political hack for the left. And if you're giving money to GoFundMe, you're supporting this nonsense. You're not supporting freedom. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.